Disclaimer. The following may contain depictions of violence or graphic senses. Viewer discretion is advised. This episode picks up after Cassian leaves the rooftop and goes to check if he still has access to his Lampass account. But he doesn't, and now he is in an alley talking with Moros about his power and how to use it, in a city with a top shot of a blue car going 60 miles. Some people are talking about how a villain that goes by Buster likes to make bombs explode and likes to watch them, and that he's ridiculous for it. Also, that he snuck into Korea 2 days ago and was sighted at Godam earlier that day. It's Yu-chan's talking. He continues by saying that he's responsible for 102 deaths and injuries, and he's been busy. There is a guy chomping on a sandwich. It's Psyker B ranked Daewung Lee. He's a knight. And his main ability is physical. Daewung says close combat isn't his specialty, but making bombs is, which is a pain in the ass. He keeps on dissing the villain, mentions that he's a piece of work, and way too outrageous. As he chews his food, Yu-chan all serious says, "We must obliterate all villains. They can't control their desires or emotions. They're criminals and a danger to society." Lee tells him that he gets all serious whenever he talks about villains and he needs to chill out. Yu-chan with his iPad continues saying, "Psychers fight villains in the name of justice." Lee grins and tells Yu-chang that he will be the psycher that will fight off the villains. Trainee backed me up. He just looked at him. Meanwhile, in the alley, Cassian has a blue window popped up. Moros is telling him that the full bio is done by power analysis. Cassian mentions how it looks like a game. This blue tab shows his main trigger, which is anger, his name, his ability, pretty much everything. He has 2 abilities he can use right now, Slicer and Self-Heal, which Moros explains how it heals wounds fast. Cassian, taken by surprise, says, "Really? So if I lose the arm or leg, can this skill make it grow back?" Moros tells him it depends on his maximum magic points. Cassian spots a little tab that says Hidden Skill. Underneath everything, he wonders what it is. Moros tells him it's skill that hasn't been activated yet, and he'll get it once he levels it up. Cassian, disappointed, realizes he only has 300 magic points and that he had over 1,500 points back when he was a psycher, but is confused because if he has the potential to make an apocalypse, why is he weak? Moros, annoyed, reminds him by saying, "Yeah, that's why it's called potential dumbass. Don't humans always say no pain, no gain? So if you don't try hard enough, all that potential will go down the drain." Cassian continues to ask his questions about power analysis if he could use it to see other people's powers too. Moros says, of course. "But I could only use it 3 times a day." Cassian asks, what happens if he uses it more than 3 times? Moros already tried that with Jeff, and it could cause an overload and he'll fall asleep for half a day. Cassian looks at him, looking like his plotting tells him, half a day. Moros is a little worried. Sometime later, Moros tells him to test out his main skill first. Cassian is not sure how to do it. Cassian asks him if it's like a video game where he shouts out the name of the skill. Moros says picture what a shadow slice would look like. He throws up his hands. A giant sharp object just drags down through the floor like slice through it. Whoa, it worked. Moros shocked since it the first time this dumbass bitch finally did something right. Something popped out of the shadow, huh? I could touch it too. It's a shadow, but it feels like a real sword. Noticing it feels pointy. Moros thought it would take him a whole day to use this skill. But no, he got it right away. He could see the potential that Jeff saw in him. Cassian poking the other thing, saying it's so solid. He could use it as a shield too. Moros says the pants. Villains can design their own outfits and weapons. Cassian already knows that, of course. But no need to rush, so I guess this will do. Moros, disappointed with the fit Cassian chose, implies that he sees fashion isn't one of his skills, and Cassian tells him to shut up since he got butthurt. A long time after the sun setting now behind the buildings. "Where are you going? It's getting dark." Moros confused. He doesn't even got a home. Cassian tells him he's going to Gangu family and his parents are gone. But his sister Liz is alive, but he lives with his sister, so I think he's going to sleep over. Moros tells him he's going to go see her. Cassian tells him he should. Gangu may be destined to become a big-time villain, but he cares deeply about his sister. Moros tells him if he feels guilty. Cassian shouting and scaring the couple, probably thinking he has problems. Of course, didn't you say he's dead because of me? Boom. An explosion occurred. Cassian looked to his right. It's a building erupted in flames. Smoke all around, people were running away from it, screaming for their lives. Cassian, not sure what's going on, looks at the building. The building is crumbling and rumbling. The people say it's a villain and it's all over the news. Little kids screaming. Mom just dragging them. Oh no, the villain took his mother and child. One says to call the police. Cassian, hearing that they took hostages, he quickly turns. He dashes. Moros screams. Cassian, wait. Cassian, not paying attention, man's locked in, keeps on sprinting towards the building. Moros catches up, telling him how it's not just some punks, it's a villain and they're beyond human. Moros says you were once a psyker, so you ought to know it's forbidden for villains to attack their own kind. Cassian, realizing he's right unless you have a good reason to attack. That is an old grudge or unresolved business. Now that he's a villain, it won't be any good to messing around with other villains. He would end up making an enemy out of all of them before even getting a chance to take revenge on Lampas. Cassian stops himself in front of the building. Takes a look at it, then say so be it. Cassian wants all the smoke. Moros was shocked. Not sure why he is shocked, it's the kind of dumb shit he would do. Cassian proceeds to go in the building. Moros still trying to stop. Cassian, if you're gonna do this because you used to be a psyker, Cassian shuts Moros up by saying this has nothing to do with that. They took hostages, a mom and child, that's why he's so pissed. He can't turn a blind eye to this. He got too much empathy as he looks at Moros. Moros has a flashback. He has a hot temper. People think he's out of control, Jeff talking to Moros. But Cassian has a kind soul and the warmest heart as he pops out a picture of him together. So I trust him. Jeff looks to his Moros. Moros emphasizes that he chose Jeff and that Jeff chose Cassian. Cassian making his way upstairs as fast as he can. If Jeff insists, then Moros is on Cassian's side. Moros tells him to transform and that he has his full support. I want to apologize for the inconsistent uploads and try to upload 2 each week. Thank you for the support. We even reached 100 subscribers. Hell yeah! We reaching for 200 next. That would be sick if we can grow bigger as a community. Let me know if y'all have other series I could recap. I would take a look at it. Well, that's all I gotta say. That's it now for the pre-record bit. So with that, I want to say, thanks for watching. Hoped you enjoyed. See you guys later. If we can get the amount of likes shown here, I will upload next episode as soon as I can. Please leave any feedback on the comments below. So with that, I want to say, thanks for watching. Hoped you enjoyed. See you guys later.